Hi, Reed. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good. Now that we've got our FaceTime recording, audio, video, everything is working smoothly. Nothing
Yeah.
could possibly go wrong.
Don't say that.
Everything could go wrong.
Yep.
But to be fair, we haven't done this for a while. We just realized it's been since August and we keep trying to plan this. And now it's almost Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So that's okay. We'll just do this when we can, and then we'll do more when we can.
Yeah.
Ironically, you're coming home in 3.5 days.
Yeah. On Wednesday.
Yep.
So that'll be good.
Yeah, that will be good. Everyone says hi. Mom says she loves you and all those kinds of things.
Okay. I love everyone too.
Yeah, that's good. We've got a 10 questions episode, but anything to preface it with? Any news, most notable things going on besides Thanksgiving?
I don't think so. I forgot to prep questions. So these are off of the fly from the internet. So they're going to be top
internet,
tier.
like you looked up questions on the internet?
Yeah.
Things
I Googled questions.
Oh,
and
this will be interesting.
I found questions. So if they're really bad, that's why. But if they're really good, it's all me.
When has the internet let us down before?
Never.
So, all right. So with that auspicious introduction, do you want to go first or should I go first?
I feel like I went first recently, so
Okay.
you can go first.
There's no such thing as recently. We just said. All right.
Yeah, that's true.
I can go first so that we've got questions that are straight from the heart in contrast to your questions that are harvested from the robots of the internet.
Yeah.
All right. My question number 1. What's your favorite class right now?
I don't know. I don't have a favorite class.
Huh. Well, do you have good classes?
Yeah, they're all good.
Okay.
Yeah, they're all with new professors. Well, not new professors, but professors I hadn't had in previous years, but are still for my majors. So, that's kind of interesting. I like my critical race theory class a lot. I really like my professor in that. It's a lot of learning how much I can't know, and that's kind of a weird thing to learn. But yeah,
How
it's
much
good.
you can't know because you're
Because
not of that culture?
yeah, because I a lot of stuff that we try to do as students and just people who want to learn is we just want to come out with answers, and more of CRT is just understanding that we can't know what it's like. We just can't know what it's like to be non-white. And so, you just can't know that experience. And so there's a lot of parts of learning that aren't answerable in that kind of way, which is just a different thing.
Yeah. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a pretty good response to the question, even though it wasn't the direct answer. It's still a quality question.
Thanks.
Very good answer.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead with your robot.
What incredibly common thing have you never done?
Lots. Incredibly common. I feel like there's something. I know there's something I should be thinking about. Shoot. Gosh. There's one of those things that, like, people talk about it and you would just nod your head like, oh yeah, that. But I've never actually done it, and I can't remember what. I'm sure there's many of them. Incredibly common. Never done. I've never done a lot of things that are illegal that other people have done. Like, I've never shoplifted.
Well, that's good.
Well, I don't know. Lots of people have shoplifted. Oh, just this one piece of gum. I've never done that.
I don't know if that's very common.
Oh. Okay. Maybe just where I grew up.
The crime central of Dallas, Oregon.
Yeah. Well, you'd be surprised. Shoot, I might think of it later. There's something that is very clear to me that, everyone has like done this one thing. And can you think of anything for me?
No.
No.
That's why I asked the question.
Right. There's lots of books I haven't read that are like super common.
Yeah, I have a lot of those.
Yeah. Okay. If I think of something later,
Yeah.
I'll bring it up
like,
randomly in the middle
like
of
The Great
question.
Gatsby or something. I've never read that.
Yeah. I don't know. Is that good? I don't know.
I don't know. I haven't read it.
Yeah. Haven't read. I can't even think of them. The one where all the boys kind of run their own island.
Oh, Lord of the Flies.
Yeah, I haven't read that.
That one's fine. You don't
Yeah.
have to read
Oh,
it.
you've read it? Well, I guess.
I read it because I was in a dystopian government class in my senior year of high
Oh,
school.
right. Yeah.
Or no, I actually read it for English, but I didn't like it. Only
Oh.
2 people died, and I thought that everyone sold it as a big thing, and then it was just kind of just meh.
More people should have died. Okay.
Well, it's
Good,
just
good review.
you're thinking that like it's gonna be this violent thing, and then like one person just kind of loses his mind and dies, and then another person like dies.
Huh.
But
All right.
maybe
okay.
I never finished it. I don't really remember.
Yeah, there's lots of those.
I've never finished most books.
Sure, there's more books out there yet to be read.
Yeah.
Okay, if I can think of it, I'll let you know. I've never been to Rocky Horror Picture Show. That's one of those things people talk about. I'm like, oh yeah, but I've never been. Have you?
I have not.
Okay. We're the last 2 people. I haven't seen Game of Thrones either.
I have not either.
Okay.
I don't have HBO. So,
Sure, but seems like everyone does.
yeah.
Okay, that might be the kind of thing I was thinking of.
Yeah.
All
that's
right,
good.
here's my hard-hitting personal question. It's multi-part. What's your preference, pencil versus ink?
Ink.
Okay, and then what style or size of point?
I think my current favorite pen is 0.7 millimeter, whatever it is.
Yep, I like that. That's bold.
Yeah.
Blue or black or something else?
Black.
Okay. Rollerball?
I don't know.
Does it roll?
I can't find my pen. Well, it writes. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a good feature, but it's not like a felt tip or a.
No. It's a normal. Oh, it's right here. It's I'll read this side.
Oh yeah.
It is.
I
Oh
know
wait,
that
no.
one.
It's a V5. This one.
Oh.
It's a Pilot Precise V5 RT.
I know that pen well. I
Yeah.
like it has a 7. They come in a 7 as well.
Yeah, I think I have a 7 somewhere else. But
Yeah.
yeah, this is my favorite pen.
Yeah. Good one. Okay.
Does RT stand for roller tip or something?
Oh, it should. I don't know.
Uh,
It's just that's how they market pens, I think.
yeah,
That's a
my-
quality pen.
I like that pen.
Yep. Okay. your
Although
turn.
mostly I write on an iPad, so
Oh, right.
I don't use that. But
Sure.
when I do write, that's my favorite pen.
Okay. Okay, your turn.
Some of these are really bad, so I'm going to scroll down.
Sure. Yeah.
What food do you love a lot that people might find odd?
I contend my favorite food is beer.
That's not a food.
That see, you just played right into the question. Like you think that's
Okay.
odd.
Yeah.
Beer is my favorite food.
Okay.
I think
Morning,
there's-
noon, and night.
What?
Morning, noon, and night.
Yeah. For context, dear listener, that was how Anna described to her first grade teacher how much I liked beer. And I think in response to what you guys were getting me for my birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you got like a beer kit or something. So
Yeah,
you
I
like
think it was
making
actually
beer.
a martini shaker, and Anna just thought beer. Yeah.
Well, she
Anyway,
was like 7, so
I really do like beer because not just to drink a lot of it, but because I think there's so many good essences, flavors, profiles of beer. So there you go. See, and people think that would be odd.
yeah, that's good.
Okay, good follow up to that. In your opinion, what's the most offensive vegetable?
Offensive vegetable?
Uh-huh.
I don't like. I think we've talked about this before, but I don't like Swiss chard or those other just squishy greens.
Yeah, the bok choy.
Yeah, those ones.
Kale?
I don't mind kale.
Yeah. Spinach.
I prefer the like those kinds of greens just raw. I don't like it when they're slimy.
Yeah. When I was in grade school, that's how like we would get spinach like once a week, and it was just like out of the can. I think I swear they just like heated up the can and then just plopped it on the little square of the tray.
Yeah.
There was
That's
nothing
good.
nothing sauteed about it, just boiled.
Yeah. I remember I really didn't like spinach as a kid because it was just a side that had been like steamed or something like that. And so it was slimy.
Yeah.
But yeah, in a salad or something, it's just normal and fine. Or on a sandwich as just a normal thing. It's
That's
good.
fair. I think I like that answer to the question, especially because it's like this would otherwise be an inoffensive vegetable, but it's made in an offensive way, an offending
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
Okay, your turn.
Oh right. What's the what's the most amazing fact you know?
The most amazing fact.
Yes.
There are many. I suppose, and it's been on my mind because of some classes, but I suppose it's the fact that all of your most complex atoms, molecules, your existence depends on what has already lived and died inside another star.
Ooh.
And has since exploded and recongregated itself into our solar system and has become us.
That's cool.
It's pretty good.
It sounds like was it Stacy's TED Talk? One of those?
Yeah, I think that certainly came up.
Yeah.
This gets brought up by like the, Carl Sagan or Neil deGrasse Tyson it's a
Yeah.
pretty common thing that's just thrown out there in
Those
astronomy.
space people. Yeah.
Yeah. Stacy I like a lot, but I don't need the others. Carl Sagan was great. I think it's something to be more contemplative about rather than yelling at the top of your lungs.
Yeah.
Also recently, in working with matter in my classes, we get to this point where we realize that ice floating in water is like a completely weird thing.
Yeah. because it's the same thing floating
Well, it's
in
the
itself.
same thing, sure, but anything else, if it were the solid form,
Mm-hmm.
it would sink to the bottom of its liquid form because solids are more compact,
Oh,
or at
that's
least they should be,
interesting.
isn't it?
Huh.
Yeah, I'll leave you with that. What's your
Cool.
question?
That was my question.
Oh, okay. So, what's your answer to this question?
Okay.
Rank the following exercises:
Oh,
running, yoga, cross country skiing, jazzercise.
okay. Jazzercise is the bottom.
Wow. Okay.
Because I don't like doing stuff with people.
A big part of jazzercise was that you could get a VHS tape. This was the 80s. And you could do it in your neon leggings and head warmer all by yourself.
Yeah. Now they have like live streams of it too.
Wait, jazzercise is a thing now?
I don't know if it's jazzercise or if it's just like exercise with, maybe it's like a Zumba, but on, I don't really know.
Yeah.
But I see there's a thing. I don't know if it's present tense a thing.
So regardless of what it is, anything of that form,
Yeah.
you rank last. Okay. I think I'm totally with you there. Okay, so last jazzercise. Then I said running, yoga, cross country skiing.
I think running next. I don't know. I will do running. I won't do jazzercise.
Okay.
And then cross country skiing, even though I think it's way harder than running. And so I get grumpy. But it's at least snowing, so I like snow.
Okay.
And then yoga, just because that's what I actually do.
No, that's good. So
Sometimes.
you doing
when I
that?
think of it.
Oh, sometimes.
Well, I tried to get into the routine of doing it before I got into bed. And then I didn't stick to it. And so, yeah, I'm always starting the 2 weeks of getting into a habit and never completing them. So,
So you have a
Yeah.
habit of starting habits.
yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
I'm pretty similar.
Yeah.
When I do yoga or do stretching, like it's helping an injury I've got, but I have to stick with it, otherwise it gets worse.
Yeah.
All right. Well, when you're home, we'll go on a run, or we could jazzercise.
No, that's okay.
Okay, your turn.
Okay. What scene in a movie always gives you goosebumps every time you watch it?
I'm sure there's more, but It's a Wonderful Life at the very end
Oh, yeah. That's a good part.
when everyone's coming in, or just anticipating everyone coming in
Yeah.
and backing them up.
Yeah. That's a good movie.
I guess there are other movies that might give me goosebumps or get me emotional in some way, but that one I'm totally unashamed to say so.
Yeah. Well, and we watch it. It's an annual thing. So,
Yeah, and it never gets old.
no.
So,
That's a good movie.
all right, that's a pretty good question for the internet.
Yeah.
From me, Sunday morning, music playing in the living room. You have to choose between smooth jazz, 80s rock, classic country, and disco.
Smooth jazz, I think. Because I think that's what usually you have playing already.
Yeah, not everyone agrees with you that that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay, well now that's what I'm playing Thursday morning.
No, you said Sunday.
Well, I mean on Thanksgiving since you'll be here.
Okay, yeah.
Sunday too.
Okay.
Every day you're here. Okay.
Well, I think like that's a thing. Like, I'll be in bed and then there will just be like jazz will start on the record player.
Yeah.
So like I think if you started playing something else, that would be weird.
Yeah. So is it like, oh, this is just what happens, or oh, I'm home. This is nice. This is just like I remember it.
Well, yeah, it feels like you. So I like that.
Oh. Okay.
It's familiar.
I'll see if I play Oak Ridge Boys next time.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, it's country. Oh, you'll never forget it. Okay. Go ahead, your turn.
Okay. What's something that a lot of people are missing out on because they don't know about it?
I don't know about it. Oh, I was just telling my students how, and this is a pretty limited thing, but it's probably generalizable in other ways. So like my students are on a university campus, and there's all kinds of productions they can go to or events they can go to for free or really cheap that are like a super big deal, and they either don't pay attention or don't know about them or don't realize what they're missing. So like we just had this production of Sweeney Todd, which was incredible. And I'd never seen it before, but I heard that it was going to be really good, and it really was.
Yeah.
And then there's like the week before, there was the Utah Symphony came through and played Rachmaninoff's Third Piano Concerto.
Oh, that's a
like,
good one.
It's like, and they had like a guest pianist that was world renowned. It was right there on a campus. So it's not super generalizable, but because I'm thinking of our own campus, but I bet there's lots of like just art that people don't realize they could be a part of or consume.
Yeah. Their RAs should post the posters.
Yeah, and they should do that. What did you call that?
We have get together, go togethers.
Get together, go together. Yeah.
Yeah, which not a lot of people show up for, but it's
some,
still a thing. Yeah.
And then you end up going to stuff.
Yeah. So that's good.
All right. Question 6. If you could only wear one shoe, and this was a funny question the way I wrote it. Like, I don't mean one shoe on one foot and barefoot on the other, but if there were only one shoe you'd have to wear on both your feet all the time.
One pair of
day.
shoes.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Just for the rest of my life?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or the next year, or the foreseeable future, let's say.
Okay. I would go with my running shoes. I think.
Your second least favorite exercise.
Out of those options.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have those ultras?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are comfortable.
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah, okay.
Or maybe my Chacos with some heavy duty socks or something.
Right. But you
Or
like
like
snow.
chili.
That's going to be tough in the snow.
Yeah, so that's why I think maybe like my running shoes, or like, yeah, maybe my waterproof Allbirds.
Oh, I forgot that
that?
was a thing.
Yeah.
Ask Anna when you see her about Sam, Minnesota Sam, when he went back to Minnesota, and what shoes he was supposed to bring and then left in the car. And then ended up going to Minnesota just in sandals.
Oh, there's a lot of people here who wear flip-flops all the time,
Yeah. That's a thing.
even while it's like frosty and cold.
And then their feet are cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just,
People.
yeah.
Okay.
I think people in college would have figured that out, but no.
Well, they're figuring out all kinds of things, I realize.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
How? It's my turn, right?
Yep.
Yes. How did you spend the money from your very first job?
My very first job was hoeing. Oh, no. It was bucking hay.
That's a good job.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
And and I probably just saved it. Like I
For
can't.
what?
I don't know. I would have been like 14.
What was minimum wage then?
It was like $3.30.
That's
was-
pretty good.
It was something like that. And but this job, it was all under the table, and
Oh.
we I think we just got paid by the day because we were underage workers
Oh, right.
and just doing farm work, which was totally fine. And then we'd work with the farmer just bucking hay. It's just putting hay on the trailer, and then we'd break for lunch, and then we'd go get like at this farmhouse lunch with like pork chops and pasta salad and bread. Yeah, that was
Sounds nice.
part of what we got. And then go out in the afternoon in the hot sun and buck more hay, and then get some lemonade once in a while. It was, yeah. Now I think about it, that's a pretty good job.
Yeah.
But I got paid well for the kind of money I could imagine making when I was that age, and I couldn't tell you what I did with it.
Yeah.
I might have saved up for like a thing, but
Yeah.
I don't know what it was. Yeah. So the money part of it wasn't interesting, but the job was interesting.
Yeah.
It was a different time. Okay. My question 7. What's the worst form of transportation yet invented?
Like all time worst transportation? Like, I don't,
Yeah, I didn't have some preconceived notion of what you should answer here.
I don't see the point of electric scooters, like just like the Razor scooter kind of
Yeah.
thing,
Yeah.
especially people who own their own ones, which a lot of people here have their own scooters,
Huh.
like electric scooters. And yeah, I just don't really get it. I guess also like just for stuff on campus, I don't really see the point of like, I guess I see the point of it, but I don't love all the golf cart things. I just think they're silly.
Who uses the golf carts?
Campus public safety, facilities, custodials.
Yep.
Yeah. All those people who need to get across campus with stuff.
Okay. So when I asked the question, I was thinking of like, oh, traveling in the with the cattle in the bottom of a ship across the Atlantic, or traveling.
Oh, I
in
don't like
a-
that either. Yeah.
Right, but or like wagon train or something.
Oh.
But I think your answer is the best of all. Like those things are stupid.
Well, I think, well, we don't use wagons anymore because we recognize that they're kind of stupid.
Yeah.
Golf carts are all over the place.
Yeah, and also a little overkill.
Yeah.
They're like the perfect combination of overkill and underwhelming.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. Let's abolish them.
I don't know if I'd go that far.
Okay. So we have you on record saying burn all of the golf carts. Your question.
No. Okay. What do you wish someone taught you a long time ago?
Lots of things. Like that I still haven't learned. Yeah, that's what I'm going to go with.
Yeah. To you.
Well, let's see. There's lots of things I wish I were better at. Sometimes I wish I could swim a lot better, but then I'd have to swim. So not as much. Drawing. I wish I had a better sense of drawing and painting. I took a drawing class.
Yeah.
It turns out it's hard.
It is hard.
You're good at it though.
Nah. Not really.
Well, I bet everyone wishes they were better at those kinds of things.
Yeah. I think when I try to do objectively good art, I'm not good at it,
right?
but I like doodling.
Yeah, do subjectively good art.
Okay.
Yep, I feel that way about most things I supposedly do well. I don't think I'm good enough at them.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, drawing.
That's a good one.
Okay. This is question 8. What is the best mountain? This is a subjective question. Best is in your favorite.
Like peak or like mountain, or like just like a mountain.
We can go
place.
either way with this.
I think either just our mountain, like just right up the hill, or the Lester Pass mountain.
At the saddle below Lester Peak.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you say our mountain, like there's Mount Ogden, which is the most prominent or the highest peak of the ridge above us. Or do you mean like the knobs approaching that?
I was picturing more like the knobs approaching that.
Yep.
Yeah. The mountains where Maggie is. Those mountains.
Okay. That was almost feelings. So Maggie, our previous dog.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So the area on the above the Wasatch Fault line,
Yeah.
that's in between the Weber and Ogden River drainages.
Yeah.
Yep. Got it. On the shores of former Lake Bonneville. There's a geology lesson for the day.
Yeah.
Okay. Good answers.
Thanks.
Your question.
How could carousels be spiced up so that they are more exciting?
Oh, there's so many things you could do to a carousel. So, as in like you get on a little horse that goes up and down and you go around in circles carousel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the one that Grandma and Poppy take us to.
Yeah. Oh, that one's beautiful. Well, there'd be obvious things like you could make it go faster.
Yeah.
You could make it more sporting, and you would have to like knock other people off of their horses.
Ooh, a jousting carousel.
Yeah, but I think what those things lack is control. So you should have some kind of control over how your motion is or how fast you go. A lever that makes you go up and down and maybe pass other people or go over other people.
Yeah.
That's
Like in
what-
Mary Poppins?
Yeah, but not so fanciful. Like it stays on that merry-go-round carousel platform, but you race around like a track.
That'd be fun.
Yeah. I'm full of ideas.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
Thanks, Internet.
Yeah, good question. All right, question 9. Something that you are right about. Name something that you are right about that many in your circle, friends, family, whatever, would disagree with.
I don't know if I'm right about anything different.
I think you're. I didn't have anything in mind when I asked this question, but I could just imagine all the things that you know something about that other people would say, "What? That can't be," and you're like, "Yeah, it's totally right."
Yeah, I think there's a lot of times when, like, I say something and then someone says no, and then they look it up, and then they say, "Oh yeah," but I don't know. But then they know that I'm correct.
Yeah.
So
maybe it's more
those
something
are
like
ending.
the way the world should be, like, and you would take a certain stance, and other people wouldn't want the world to be that way.
I don't know. I disagree. Yeah, a lot of things I'm thinking of are things that I think people within my direct circle also agree with. So not within your question.
Well, you can flex a little bit, like the rest of society.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I think I think you guys, by which I mean our immediate family, are huge fans of black coffee. And I disagree with that and think that you are wrong on liking black coffee, especially when you say black coffee is the way that is like the ideal way that coffee should be enjoyed.
Yep.
I disagree with that
Yep.
idea.
Yep. Well, you're wrong.
Okay.
No, and then you say, no, you're wrong.
I'm a barista, so
Oh, it's true. You have
right.
industry knowledge. You've sampled many things.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's a good example.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Your turn. I think this is your question 9.
Okay.
So, in case you're finding your special last question.
Okay. What's your best "my coworkers are crazy" story?
I suppose the fact that we have there's a few. I was about to say the fact that we pre-COVID have had an annual event where we have 1,000 people all come see physics stuff that we host, and I smash a cinder block on a platform of nails that's sandwiching my friend Colin.
Yeah,
Like
your coworker.
that's crazy. Yeah.
You're technically your boss.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he is. But I suppose the thing that we do that is most unique, even within physics departments, is that we have this annual 5 slides competition where we each make up a presentation composed of 5 slides that only we know about, and then someone else has to present it having never seen it before. It's kind of like answering questions live on a podcast. But so we each have to present something completely made up based on the props that someone else has given us. And we try to set people up to like have the most ridiculous slides they have to present from. And it's our most popular present event of the entire year. Certainly our most popular seminar of the year.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that will get all excited about this podcast, because that was such an amazing thing. I can't believe they do that. I can't wait to hear more.
Yeah.
But in a physics context, it's pretty amazing.
That's pretty cool.
Okay. Here's my last question.
Okay.
Question 10. What classes are you signed up to take in January and spring semester?
January, I have a 4-credit politics class called The Suppression of Dissent.
Wow.
Yeah, it's for my criminal justice major. So should be lighthearted and fun.
Yeah.
Don't really know what it entails, but
4 credits compressed into a month.
yeah.
Wow.
So it's a 4-week or 3.5-week class instead of a 2-week class. Yeah. So
You'll be busy.
That'll be fun. With a professor I haven't had before. Yeah, so that'll be good. And then in spring, I have I'm back in band.
Nice. I'm so excited.
Yeah. So that'll be good. I haven't met the professor because our usual professor is going to Canada for, I think it's Canada, for his sabbatical and researching music stuff.
Oh,
So that'll be exciting. And then all my other classes are just on Tuesday, Thursdays. And then I start off at 7:55 in the morning, which is going to be really hard. With like a criminal justice seminar. Is it a seminar? I don't know what it is, but it's with my advisor.
oh, nice.
So that'll be good. But yeah, just like a overview of the criminal justice system and like that kind of stuff. And then directly after that, I have a green criminology class, which is like also with my advisor. So I'll just like walk with her to that class.
So you and her are both back to back.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. And so that's like on environmental crim and like stuff like that. And then she's also wanting to do it with a focus around hope and also like indigenous ideas around environmental stuff, because a lot of what we do in like the Western world, specifically in white culture, is to look at things in like a catastrophe kind of way,
Yeah.
and then without hope or just kind of like, oh, look at all of these problems and now we're going to be depressed for an hour and a half and have depressing topics and stuff like that.
Right.
And so she's like, I don't want to focus on it that way. So we're going to look at it in a different way with different lenses, but still be learning kind of the same content.
Huh.
Which I think is good. And then I have a couple hours of break for lunch, and on Thursdays I have meetings for RA stuff. And then at 2:15 I have a historical research and writing class. So
Cool.
that's my only history class for that semester. But yeah, that should be good. And it'll get me prepped on like stuff for senior year for capstones and research and stuff like that.
Wow.
So that'll be good. And then on Tuesday nights, I have a tarot and anti-racism class, which is so like looking into identity and social identity and stuff like that in like tarot cards and those kinds of things. I don't really get it, but it's with my CRT professor right now, and I like his teaching styles. So yeah, that'll be fun. Yeah.
I can imagine a lot of things. I could never imagine what that class really is.
Yeah. Yeah, he was kind of talking about it one day and was just like, so we'll be looking, there's a lot about like race and cultural identities, and then also a lot of queer identities, and like just kind of all of those compact into one through this lens of tarot. And yeah. So I'm curious. So those are my classes.
Sounds really hard.
Yeah.
That's amazing. But it's all Tuesday, Thursday, except for band.
Yeah, which is Monday night.
Oh, wow. Okay. I'm super excited.
Yeah.
Especially for band, because it's something I like to come see. But, and I like to know that you're playing. I just like that.
Yeah.
It just feels better when you get to play.
Yeah. I should start practicing again
Sure.
because I haven't done that in a minute.
Sure. Well, with all the time you've got. Well, it's good to have a reason to practice, and then you have to force yourself.
Mm-hmm.
That's exciting. I hadn't heard. I knew you had signed up for classes, and I knew you'd gotten advice, and I didn't know what they all were.
Yeah.
So
it was nice this year because like I got to register. I was like one of the second earliest to register, so I didn't have to get waitlisted or anything for classes. I just woke up and pushed some buttons, and then I was done.
nice.
Which is nice.
Yeah. Yeah. All those stresses that you used to have.
Yeah.
Gone.
Yeah, and like all of my residents are like waitlisted for stuff. I'm like,
Yeah.
yay! I don't
So
have
you
to
can
do
give them
that.
advice about, oh yeah, that used to happen to me.
Yeah, but then also like it does work out, so they'll be okay.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
just email people and have backups.
Yeah. You know.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, exciting.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say, I'll tell Mom and Anna, except they'll listen to the podcast. I don't need to tell them.
Yeah. And I'm coming home soon.
Oh, that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Your last question.
What's the most amazing natural occurrence you've ever witnessed?
Is this off the internet?
Yeah. This is
Wow.
question 52 on icebreaker questions.
Oh, okay. That just seems like such a lob because the solar eclipse was. Well,
Yeah.
okay.
That feels too easy though.
You and Anna being born,
Oh, okay. Yeah, that works.
but but the solar eclipse was that was it. That's
Yeah.
easy.
That's a good one.
We've talked about this. Either you've seen it and you understand, or you haven't seen it and you don't understand.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess that could be one of my things that some people just don't get
Yeah.
or that I'm right about. Because, like,
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of people, either in Utah or who didn't experience it in a totality place here, they're like, oh, yeah, I basically saw it.
Yeah.
And then I kind of feel like I'm up on a high horse and saying, well, no, you didn't.
Yeah.
Were you at 11,000 feet in the snow with a backpack on?
Nope. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good of you to put them in their place.
I don't actually say that. I
Yeah.
just say, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. I had to say that with some astronomy students. They're like, oh, yeah, it was so cool. We got to walk outside even though we were in school and we saw the slivers of the sun coming through. Like, yeah, that's nice. That's neat. It's really cool. It's really amazing. It is really amazing.
Yeah.
But that
Yeah,
was
it is
different.
cool.
Yep. Okay. That was your question 10.
Yeah.
We've totally rocked this podcast. Episode 17.
Nailed it.
Yep. I think the mailbag, I haven't told you, but everything coming in our mail is through a contact form, and it's just a robot trying to advertise cryptocurrency and some other social media platform.
Ooh, we could do a review on those emails.
Yeah, it'd be pretty short.
That'd
But
be-
sure.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
not probably very good.
Yeah, I might have to shut down the contact form.
Yeah. Email us at dearmouthsounds@gmail.com
Yeah,
if you want.
that comes
To-
through. Pose a question that we can address live on air.
Yeah.
If you've
we
listened
could
through the
do-
last hour of recordings, you deserve to have your questions answered.
we could do a 10 question totally devoted just to you.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not making any promises.
Yeah.
Depends.
We
We'll
could-
consider it. We'll take suggestions.
You can send us cat pictures and we'll rank your cats, which is a great audio experience.
Yeah. Look at this one that's fluffy.
Yeah. Anna just sent me a picture of Min Min, so that's why I'm thinking of it.
I sent you a video on Instagram of a cat in a backpack doing skiing.
Yeah, I saw that. That was really
Yeah.
cute.
Yeah.
I think Gussie would love it.
Yep.
I don't think he would.
So the point is send us thoughtful questions so you don't have to listen to the ones we harvest off the internet or our reviews of cat videos.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's really
Or
good to
if
catch
you
up with
do, yeah, it's good to catch up with you too, Dad.
Okay. Well, we'll record again probably sooner than the amount of time that's been between 16 and 17.
Yeah. Probably.
Probably. No promises. Okay. Good talking to you. Keep your feelings inside.
Thanks, you too.
Thanks.